When I'm way down in my whiskey and all my stocks are down, sometimes I have a frown on my face. And then it turns around. You should probably think about what you're going to sing before you sing it. All right, checking in here Tuesday. This is June 4th, 20 and the 24, 11:46 a.m. here in the Fortress of Solitude Studios, Farm Fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. And we are down just about $55,000 today. How does that make you feel, Bart? Not great. If I was up 55,000, that would be feeling a lot better. But I'm looking over, I'm seeing that all my sweethearts are downtown to Chinatown. In fact, it looks like everything's down. Every single thing that's tradable is down. S&P, oh no, Dow is up. S&P down, Dow up 0.05%, NASDAQ down, Uncle Russ down, crude oil. I'm getting just obliterated in oil the last 2 trading days, even more, 3 or 4 trading days. Gold is down 1%, and whoa, silver down almost 4%. So I'll probably have to swing by the old pawn shop, grab a couple silver pieces here and there. But that is what's up on the broad terms. Let's get to these individual positions just to see what it's looking like. I only have 2 expiring this week. One is looking great because GDX is down, which isn't necessarily great. GDX at 3406, and I have 3650 calls. So I'm happy that I won't relinquish my shares at this moment. It's only Tuesday. But I definitely don't want too much further south on the GDX. I think that this pullback is not done, but I could see a little bit of a bump in gold and silver before even another little lower leg down for a local bottom. So I'm watching that intently. UCO is just making my butt stink. I'm way down in my whiskey here. $30 puts, and US UCO is just over 28, I think. Let's take a look. 2806. Hello. So I might buy some more UCO shares today. Hoping that, it was just a head fake in the charts in oil, along with some sentiment confusion, because that's what Elliott wave theory trades on, is sentiment, market mood, market emotion, and then Fibonacci helps just attempt to define advancements and retracements. So OPEC Plus said some things that the market didn't like. One, they said they're going to continue holding back production, which that should be good news. But then they also blatantly and plainly said that by the end of the year, we're going to ramp it back up. So knowing where reserves are, reserves are good because we're producing the most oil we've ever produced here in the United States. We are actually net sellers of oil, which is great. Big picture, great. But it could easily cause some political situations, which I think are already ongoing. BRICS and basically most of the rest of the world besides the G7 is formulating a plan, I think, to give us either a swirly or a wedgie. So, or both. Could be a wedgie followed by a swirly, which would not be good for our dollar. Our trading, as far as the globe is concerned, I think we're going to go into a little bit of deglobalization, whereas the last 30 years we've spent putting globalization together. And I think it all stems back to when Russia invaded Ukraine, and then we took and commandeered a bunch of their money. That just cannot go on. It's one thing to wag your finger or even give money to Ukraine, which we've done hand over fist. And guess what? Ukrainians hate us too. They hate us because they're basically Russians. Oh, so the political part of things is really not looking great for the United States. Countries are conspiring to undermine the US dollar because we played our hand incorrectly with the Ukraine invasion. You should not break that trust when it comes to the dollar bills, and we did that. So enough of that mini rant. Let's get back here. We'll see what USO does by the end of the week. We should be okay at the 30, but we'll see. If not, we'll roll it or take possession depending on what we're feeling. the market is going to do next. Might add 1,000 shares of UCO, depending on what it looks like. I thought they had found a little bit of a local bottom for, if we were to call it 5 mini waves down, looking for a 4th wave bump before heading down to the 5th and final bottoming wave. But I was just head faked last week, so it could happen again this week. Pan American Silver, that's for next week. 2050 puts I'm fine with. SLVs at 2650, currently trading at 2691. Fine there. Unity, we're at about 44% profit on that. Let's see what Unity's doing today. It's so violent with its ups and its downs, and it's been mostly down recently. And yeah, down again today. It's currently at 18. So the only reason it's not showing that I'm more into the profit is just because of the implied volatility of Unity. But if we look down to the positions, you can see so much red. Devon, I'm just taking it on the chin. Clean Spark, that's up huge. But where did we go here? What happened? I guess we're resetting. Where are we? Hello. Weird things went on in the market yesterday. If you were paying attention, a number of symbols were trading was halted because some glitches went on. Oh, that's scary. Isn't that scary? So like Berkshire Class A shares went from what do they trade for? 363,000. Let's take a quick look. What is it? BRKA? Yeah. So I think it's 363 plus or minus 1,000. Whoa, well, you were way off. So I think it was at 633,000 yesterday, and it went all the way down to like $180. Can we get a glimpse of it? No, it does. It was such a micro that we do not have a glimpse of it, but it was crazy. And I was at Meyer when it was going on, so I was walking over. I was on a Q-tip run for my lady. So she'll, we go once to twice a week. Now that Maya's in town, it's been twice a week. So we were there yesterday. I went over to the far side of the store to pick up a little lunch cooler for kid 3 because he started his new job yesterday, and I'm so proud of him. It's a very physically difficult job. He's working for a sod farm about 30 minutes away. And, it was super hot yesterday, even hotter today. And they have to wear jeans or something to cover their legs and boots. And they should wear gloves, although kid 1 did not wear his gloves yesterday. And he was unloading pallets with a forklift. So he was like forklift certified in his first day, unloading them with the forklift and then having to restack them by hand based on how the sod farm needs them. So that was he came home essentially like a zombie. I felt so bad for him, but also super proud of him for even taking a job in the summer as a 16-year-old and then a physically demanding job. But he likes that kind of thing. So got that going for us. So I need to buy him a cooler and get some Q-tips. And on my way over, I pulled out the old Robinhood app and I looked and I was like, oh! I gasped because it was down so low. And it's because a couple of gold stocks were in on that freeze as well. Let's see here. In fact, silver SLV just dropped off the chart. Oh, no, just a little blip. Just a little blip. And so back to our chum in the water, our jaws creeping in on my charts. So Devon down. So how many are down? 1 up, 2 up, 3 up. All of the rest, 4 up. All of the rest are red rum. So that is, as I've told you before, I want to show you the highs. I want to show you the lows. I wanted to show you the blind squirrel sometimes finds a nut and I get away with a great trade. And when I'm down into my whiskey, which is today, down currently $56,760. I am still, though, confident in gold and silver, less confident in oil, ultimately confident in oil. I just don't know about the short term. I'll be holding my breath, keep my fingers crossed, and watching the charts intently. and I'll try to give you an idea of what goes on according to what I'm seeing in gold and silver, because I'm hoping that it looks like, though, we might go into a 4-5 down, but it'll be the extent of that 4 bounce north to determine if we are indeed getting the 4-5 down. I know none of that makes any sense to you, but, as we mentioned before, here's our impulsive charts. Their impulses head in 5 waves in a particular direction. Now, it could be north or south. We're always looking to try to get in sometimes during this wave 1, but if not, maybe once we have a confirmed on our way up in 3, because we have 5 waves in each wave. Here's blue 1, blue 2, blue 3, blue 4, blue 5 in a larger wave 1, circle 1 right there. But each of the impulsive waves, which would be the direction of the impulse, have 5 waves. And then on the corrective, which in this case is wave 2 down, it has an A, B, C correction. So it looks like we may be in a B, but on the flip side, a B wave down in oil, which could mean we're going further down. Like, for instance, currently crude is trading at 73. And I was looking, if you recall, if you've been watching my videos, that I was looking to break through 80. It got up real close to 80. And then it's just gone downtown to Chinatown since the OPEC Plus report came out. Now it's favoring going down further, maybe as low as 68 before we hit a bottom. So I'll be watching that intently, because if it does show its cards, and that's exactly what it proves to be, instead of a diagonal, it's an impulse, then we look for that impulse to go down and then make its corrective ABC to show us that the next move is then going to be impulsive to the north. So, just like Jon Snow. Wasn't he the King of the North? I don't know. It's been years since we watched Game of Thrones. So that's what I'm looking at. Just wanted to check in, show you where we were heading, which is south, playing Chutes and Ladder on the wrong side of the trade. But I'm sitting right, or sitting tight. What am I? I'm being right and sitting tight. That's what it is. I'm going to try to be right and sit tight, because my 3 sweethearts are making my butt stink. Gold, silver, oil. What are we doing on Norwegian Cruise Line? DocuSign. Where's DocuSign? It looks like it's a dirty dog right now. DocuSign, 53.40. Man, it was right there at 60, and look, we're at 62.12. I don't have anything out on them. I guess I should have traded when they were close to 60. Downtown to Chinatown at 53.40. And then Norwegian Cruise Line, where do we see them? There they are. Oh, they look like they're up today. Are they above 17? Oh, they're almost at 18. Hello. So we might look to trade some calls today on Norwegian Cruise Line. I'll take a closer look at that. And I'll be back with you likely tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a lovable friend. Check out my new hobby, coin roll hunting. You're a kook, aren't you? Pretty much, but it's been a lot of fun. It's been so much fun so far. Coin roll hunting. Previous 2 videos. So I got that going for me. Talk to you soon.